Hi, I'm Rob Mitchell. Thanks for joining me for this brief mini webinar, Day Trading the Order Flow Powerhouse series with order flow momentum and order flow traps. Got some cool stuff to share with you today. First off, past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. There's a risk of loss trading futures. Don't use the grocery money for trading. So about a month ago, I began doing this series of webinars, and the idea was to get these concepts out there consistent with what I call the 4 quadrants of successful day trading system design. Actually, any time frame or interval of trading system works best with these kinds of concepts behind it. And so in these, we're discussing key aspects of successful day trading systems, day trading strategies, day trading signal design and development for use in day trading or any form of trading, like I said. And so this presentation today is part of that continued effort. Past presentations in this series on YouTube, and be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. What makes the best day trading strategies, signals, and trading systems? What makes the best day trading indicators? Day trading market structure secrets, and day trading the order flow powerhouse with price momentum order flow traps. Today, we're changing that up a little bit. We're going to use order flow momentum and order flow traps to build a system that I'm going to share with you here shortly. The components that we're going to use today for this are the Trap Trader Oscillator Advanced. We also call that TTOA, and we're specifically going to use the needles on that indicator. And we're going to use the Smart Dynamic Zones, and we're going to watch for patterns encompassing those zones, as I'll show you in a minute. We're going to use the Smart Volume Ratio for our order flow momentum component. We're going to use the Smart Super Renko price bars. And then we're also going to use smart trade markers for testing and showing the results for that. Yeah, this system and all the components that are used in it can be put on your chart with a Smart Patterns Trading System Ultra Pack, Ultra Max Pack or above, or the Trading Room Pack from Indicator Smart. The chart we're going to be showing it on in a moment is directly from the trading room. So where the background color on the main chart is red to sell or green to buy, and that's based, as I said, on the Smart Volume Ratio indicator, which is a metric of order flow momentum. What you're going to see then, if you've got a red background you're looking to sell, if you've got a green background you're looking to buy, what you'll want to see then on the Trap Trader Oscillator is for the needles to slingshot the Smart Dynamic Zones bands on the TTO needle bars. And we're going to show you that in a minute on a chart. And the Trap Trader Oscillator will encompass the bands and close in the direction of the trade, and consistent with the background color in the main chart panel, and also the background color in the Trap Trader Oscillator Advanced SDZ panel will also match the color. So you'll have green to buy and red to sell in both of the panels, and we'll see that in a minute. And we call this pattern the slingshot. Yeah, slingshot. So why does this work? Just kind of getting into the dynamics of what's behind this. The order flow momentum is strong, using the Smart Volume Ratio, as we said, in the direction of the trade, and then the order flow traps out on the Trap Trader Oscillator needle bars and breaks out going with. This demonstrates that the Smart Dynamic Zones and the Trap Trader Oscillator and the Smart Volume Ratio are predictive, and pressure contrary from the opposing side of the needles form an order flow trap. And for that reason, we call it slingshot. And I think you might have a better sense of that in a minute when we look at it, what it looks like on a chart. That's like a big rubber band getting pulled back and let go. Yeah. So the traders who are trapped in the tail of that Trap Trader Oscillator needle theoretically stop out and carry the trade to success. You always want to have a group of traders on your side that are going to help carry your trade to success. So in this case, technically, you've got two groups of traders on your side when you get the trap, and then the other one with the order flow momentum using the smart volume ratio as we discussed. Then we're going to use trade markers, mark it, and do some analysis. So this is a chart actually from some main trading room chart we use daily in the trading room. You have in this panel number 2, you've got the trap trader oscillator, and these are the needle bars. These are the needle bars. That's what we call them. And then we have the smart dynamic zones. You see the zones, the red dotted one and the green dotted one. The green dotted one is above and the red dotted one is below. And so the needles, what you're going to see there is you're going to see them encompassing those bands, So it's going to touch the lower end of it, and it's going to come back out the other side of it while the background color is green. You get the same thing here. Background color is green. The color in both panels are green, and that is encompassing the band. Both background colors are green, and you're encompassing the band. And so that's the pattern for the slingshot. That's the pattern for the slingshot. So I ran this in trade markers. Did about 555 trades or so on the 3 lot. And this was the result that we got with that. Our profit target 1, 5 ticks, profit target 2, 10 ticks, and profit target 3, 25 ticks. There's other things that we could look at on here. I also didn't use any money management, going to break-even stops or anything like that. I just kept it simple. Why would I do that? It's an important concept in the way we design our trading systems, is that this can be used as a trading signal, certainly, but it could also be used as a trading context. It's telling me that the market is likely to continue in that direction. So I could use that for money management. I could use it in alignment with other readings that I'm getting on other things. I could use it as a standalone, and any number of other applications for trading. A lot of times traders just think in terms of signals. And when you get your thinking kind of expanded, looking at these things as a context or as a signal, but as a context, and that is stacking with other things that may also be happening on the chart, things tend to line up in your favor, more than they would otherwise. We call that probability stacking or progressive probability stacking, which I've covered in other of these webinars. So this slingshot method, strategy, or signal is aggressive and robust. And based on the test, about 550 3-lot trades, first, second, and third targets, 91, 78, and 52% respectively. You'll notice on that third target, I set that to 25 ticks. You could also go into this on trade markers, and you could vary these and see how it behaves. I didn't do any of that. I just used 5, 10, 25. And I didn't use any money management or stop strategy in that bottom left panel of that report. So trade and use considerations, as you can see, the results are robust. There's many ways you could use the system as a context, as I mentioned, for signals, money management, etc. Could you improve the strategy? Sure, we've already mentioned a couple of ways that you could do that. You could take the trades just with the market structure or trend, which I generally recommend, especially if you're newer to trading or you're learning. We teach these things in the trading room each day. And you could use money management to get a break-even or free trade, as I mentioned. And there are many applications, themes, variations, and usages that you could use with other indicator components. Or again, some of the other webinars in this series that we've done, you could also consider when those things are setting up at the same time as these, that the probabilities would theoretically increase or improve. So the signals we're demonstrating here can also be used, as I already said, trade management, trade entry, context, estimations of probability stacking, and progressive probability stacking, as we've covered in other webinars in this series. These methods were designed with no optimization. And as I was saying earlier, what we want to do, and that's why I don't put the money management on there, what I want to do is I want to get metrics on this as a standalone, that I can, when I do it that way, I can use it in conjunction with other things that might be happening on the chart. The key concept is that the system is built from components that are already known to have an edge. And generally, I won't accept anything that's got less than 75% probability. I've got other things lining up with that. In any of the ways that we've covered, I will expect those to combine together and make the system more robust. You know, many such systems could be built using this kind of an approach, or this approach specifically, and learn more about this broad stroke approach to a well-designed trading system. Visit Indicator Smart. The homepage there talks about the 4 quadrants of building a robust trading system. There's a really big difference between this and data mining or doing bulk optimization or what's called backtesting. It's not backtesting. Most of these methods were developed through observation over long periods of time. Yeah, very long periods of time. And so I discuss and expand upon these kinds of concepts and beyond daily in the trading room. So we've covered system building theory and application of the 4 main quadrants of building a good trading system. And we cover these concepts daily in my teaching. You know, there are many other patterns that we teach in addition to this pattern that we've looked at today. There are many, many of these, you know, and many of them have really good theoretical, historical hit rates, predictive value that can add to other signals, as we've mentioned. You can get using the smart patterns trading systems through Indicator Smart and as used in the trading room daily. Trading this way, there's really nothing like it because each component stands on its own. And this type of a trading system design is inclined to stand the test of time much better than traditional ways of building trading systems because each statistic, again, stands on its own independently. And these methods are based fundamentally on the way markets work. You know, most indicators that are out there that are available in the trading packages that you get in NinjaTrader or any other are generally random. Yeah, generally random. They won't beat that 75% level unless you search and find those things on them. And that's why we use trade markers so that we can identify those kinds of opportunities. So when you get these kinds of things, you get theoretical, independent, uncorrelated, simultaneous probabilities that are stacked. Join us in the trading room to learn more. Check out Indicator Smart for more on smart patterns trading system and the 4 quadrant design theory. And the oil trading room is a live application of these and other concepts. We think it's best to learn and advance your skills and knowledge in such methods and contexts that can work in any market. And the system and all the components can be put on your chart with the Smart Patterns Trading System Ultramax pack or above, or the trading room pack from Indicator Smart. There's some reviews, recent member reviews from the trading room and from Indicator Smart. These are comments that, that people send me. Having used these same tools that we're talking about. Yeah. So learn more about the tools, Indicator Smart, get advanced live daily training at the oil trading room. Why do we use the oil trading room? We use the oil because it is a statistically consistent market. And so it's really good for learning and for training. Yeah. So be sure to join our mailing list on the website and the YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and make sure you get informed of more systems and methods like the one that we're sharing here today. Yeah, I'd like to thank you for joining me for this brief mini webinar, and we'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you. Thank you.